Alright, hello everyone. Today's raid is player9091, and if every raid I watched on YouTube holds true, this is a good raid. So I packed accordingly, and hopefully I'm going to get what I think it is, but you never know. I'm only bringing one C4 just to really try to maximize this. And here we go. If it's not, then it'll probably be a really bad base. The first raid I clicked on was like too good to be true. It was like, like the good old days, like a really nice raid. And then I'm just like, a lot of times you'll see, especially when it's player XXXX, the raids are like not very, there's like an old raid that was awesome. And then like the new version of the base is someone else's base and it's really lousy. So I was expecting the next raid to be lousy as well, and it turns out everybody that has raided this guy throughout all kinds of different versions, it's always been the same guy, so we'll see what happens. My last raid, I didn't bother posting, I didn't bother doing, because I looked it up on YouTube, I got there, turns out it's the same base, not worth the C4, it was really, really lousy. So that was the first raid I've ever walked away from without doing anything. And turns out, dun, 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 these loading screens are killer. Alright, so I'm not in the worst place in the world. Well, kind of. Yeah, I'm kind of in a bad spot. I was really hoping that my chopper would land somewhere around here. But it is this base, so I am very fortunate. Nothing in the chopper. I'm going to go ahead and grab my C4. Having the chopper there is also going to make it a little bit harder to use the spikes. So this guy has a ton of steel walls on this side, and then the rest is pretty simple. Most of it's doubled up stone all over the place. I was actually tempted to blow through too, but I'm just going to kind of do what everybody else did, and I'm going to try to expand upon what they did just for the sake of everybody else, but we'll see how this goes. The one thing that really shocked me kind of was that nobody really, except one guy, tried to go into this core at all. And I'm definitely going to be doing that, so if you've watched everybody else's videos on this, I will be trying to pop open this just to see what I get. And I'm thirsty. If you go in here, there's nothing. If you're into using this thing, you can obviously go in here to do that. I never bothered to do that with the big one. Chopper has everything but a wheel, of course. Can't find that one wheel. And I have to say that one of the people that I watched actually was like the first for sure hacker I've ever seen play a game. Well, I mean, that was like a authentic doing some kind of a hack, because he had a VSS that did not lose any durability. So unless that's some crazy trick that I've never heard of, somehow the guy was hacking, because that should not be possible. So anyways, this white chest has a bunch of healing stuff, so if you want bandages and first aid kits, they're in here, and the rest of this stuff isn't really worth taking. The first one you should be going for, and this pink one I think maybe has an engine part, but otherwise there's nothing worthwhile in here. This is the Jackpot right here, so I'm going for the guns. And I'm also going to get out of here. So let's see if I could possibly get out of here in time. Save the gun I got. And I will be editing this out, so hold on a second. Okay, so I went ahead and used the spikes to kill those guys. I always try to edit that out of my video, but it's hard to stop and hit the pause button in the middle of running for it. But here it is. So this right here is very, very nice for a raid these days. Not quite sure what I'm going to take at this point. This one has a bunch of meat, steaks and raw meat, but no turkeys. If it was filled full of raw turkeys, I would totally be popping it open right now. I still might do that. This one down here doesn't have anything. This is probably the next best one, depending on how you're doing on your supplies, but this one's filled full of SWAT armor. And this one has some gas. I'm definitely getting that right now. So we've got green tickets in here, yellow tickets in here, and a little bit of red tickets and some what was it? Some specialist stuff. And this one here, here's some of them here. The chevrons. And I will go ahead and do this one as well. And I will take care of this wave. So hold up. Okay, so took care of those guys. I think I have everything I need to die, and I'm already dying of thirst pretty much, so this is a good time to put stuff away. Let's go ahead and take the gas. I will take these. Not the best. What do I want to take here? Let's leave the shotgun just in case. All right, so I'm going to put this stuff away and I will be right back. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and die right here. And I'll see you back at my base. Okay, so I am back here, and it's been a while since I posted. I haven't really got a lot of new stuff going on. I don't have a ton of good stuff to show off. I have totally hit a dry spell farming in zones for mods. I found one single mod that I already had, a common one, out of so many trips to various places. So I know that happens sometimes. I remember early on, when I was getting tons of mods, I was out there farming my butt off, and I'd get tons of them, and I would read other people who couldn't find a single one. I mean, sometimes you just get really unlucky for big streaks, so I'm not too surprised, but this is what's going on here. I've got almost 400 steel, so that's pretty cool, and I am only 4 engine parts away. There's actually 2 engine parts on this raid if I want to get them. 4 engine parts away. I finally got 3 bones, so if I ever do get a bone mod, which I'm still waiting on, there's that. I got another one of these diaries for raiding at the farm that I just did. I totally suck at the farm. I really need to watch some people's videos and figure out better ways of doing that. So that's why you never see me posting any videos on the farm, because I just suck at it. And I know everybody's like, oh, I go there with a hammer and a toothpick and I take out everything, and I'm just like, go there and blow through so many weapons. I suck at it. So yeah, really new. These are all boys. I'm still a winner when it comes to finding boys and nothing but boys. And my C4 hasn't been doing too good. I did blow through a ton of hammers though on a mod. I forgot what it was. Every time I see a hammer now, I'm just like the dog and Up. I'm just like, he's like squirrel. I'm just like hammer, hammer. So, anyways, I'll show you the rest of this stuff when I get done with the raid. Let me just finish this up. I'm getting distracted here. So, I don't need any armor. There's SWAT armor there, and I don't need a weapon. Basically, all I need is this. And yeah, at the end of the video, I'll talk about mods and whatnot's going on with that. So I'll get my military backpack, and I will empty out my chopper, and we'll get back at it. So 30 of these guys. It's not the best thing to bring home. If those were notebooks, that would be killer, but that's probably just about enough to get me another floppy. I'm getting pretty close. And I will just stow this away here. Another Scar. 3 really good guns right there. And just double check, think about it. Am I forgetting anything? I think we're good. So here we go. I'll see you back at the base. Okay, so yeah, whoops, sorry, forgot about this guy. I'll put this away, and then I will actually go back to that base. So I will see you there. All right, hello, I am here, and let me get geared up here. So I need you and you. I'll just go ahead and pull this stuff out. For the time being, put you back there, and let's go ahead and get some armor. Okay. We'll take the guns, put you there. And I'm pretty much going to be taking that. There is some fur armor in here, not a ton, but if you are needing fur armor, the only fur armor you ever need is basically the shirt and pants. There's like 2 shirts and 2 pants in here. The rest, you know, you don't ever need the headgear and the boots and stuff. There's a gun and a saw blade mace in here, so I'm going to get this. Thank you very much. And there are more axes. So if you come here hell-bent on opening up everything, I don't think I'm going to try to do that with this one here. I was tempted to. The main thing that nobody really opened up were these 5 small boxes. And nobody came into the core here. So I believe I'm already just about got everything of any real great value here. I know there's a couple engine parts and a skull crusher and a couple of these. Let's put you here, you here. We'll take that, and for now we'll put this in this here. All right. I mean, when I have this go to loot, I just really hate taking the chance of burning through more stuff that I need to. Okay, let's see. Take this for now. And not sure how we're doing on noise, but let's go ahead and crack this open and see what happens here. I am going to try... just going to blow through this wall. Going for the wall. Then I'll have to take care of this next wave. And I don't think I saw anything in there, and the wave is not coming. So I kind of wondered, I suspected nothing was in here, but I didn't see anybody do it. Several of the people I saw, like, it was pretty obvious they'd seen somebody else do it. They went straight for this box. But then they seemed like they weren't quite sure what they were doing afterwards. So, you know, I wasn't sure if maybe one of them had already seen that there wasn't anything in there. So it was kind of a waste, but whatever. What do we want to do here? 1, 2, and 3. All right, so I'm going to take care of these guys. I already forgot about the third wave, so I'll be back. Okay, third wave is gone. You're all loaded up. Let me just kind of pick through here and see what else I can get. And I mean, I'm pretty much just wanting to take the SWAT armor at this point. Yeah, I forgot that was not the right one. My bad. So I got 2 axes and maybe some jerky to kill here. My memory isn't too good either here. And just out of curiosity, I'm going to give these a couple whacks. I do not think I'll get that far. Here we go. Let's see if I can probe a little deeper on this one. Yeah, nothing there. That's the one. Just make sure I don't run into these guys. Hey, how'd you get me? Do not want to run off there. So I had somebody comment that they hold up. I had somebody comment that they had died because the loading screen took so long and the big one was right there smacking them and killed them. If that happens to you, what I'm doing right now, by the way, is I'm killing the toxic abominations. If that happens to you, what you should do is do the logout trick. So if it's in the middle of loading and you hear yourself getting hit, just do the logout trick and you will save yourself. Sometimes when you come back in, your chopper will move. You'll be in a good spot and everything will be right. Your chopper will move and you might be right where you ran off the screen and the big one will kill you. So that might be the only way to save yourself. So that's just something to keep in mind. If that loading screen's taking forever and you start to hear yourself getting hit, just do the logout trick, and that's the only way it's going to save you. Sometimes it's not your fault, you know, that your chopper moves. I've had that happen 2 or 3 times. So just something to keep in mind. And yeah, I swear they add a second to the loading screen with every single update. It's just getting longer and longer and longer. Okay, here we are. How did I end up with that? So I've got space for 2 more things, really. This axe and that. I might poke around a little bit here. But otherwise, I'm probably just going to grab like 2 more SWAT boots. So we'll see. But I'll see you inside. And part of the problem with these long loading screens is that it gives the big one a lot of time to catch up to you. It makes doing this running off the screen trick not nearly as effective. but I'll make the most of it here. Oh my gosh, you're still alive. Let's see if I can probe a little bit more on this base, get some of these small boxes here. So we got another saw blade base. That's kind of... No, you got stuck. That was lame. What else we got here? I'll take you. Oh, run. Squirrel! I mean, hammer. I don't usually do this doghouse trick, but these loading screens are so awfully long now. Woohoo! No, don't go that way. Ah! Ah! That was a trap. It's a trap. I'm going to do one more thing before I take off from this base here, so bear with me. Or not. I just realized I dropped my my axe. So I was tempted to go down and open up the level 1 walls in the bottom left corner, well, in the bottom of the screen by the truck. But since I dropped my axe, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to risk losing what I have here. This is pretty awesome loot, so... and the main reason why I brought this was just because I'm out at the moment. I would have preferred some swap boots or something else, but whatever. Not worth going back in to risk anything. He's already hit me too many times. Let's head on back to the base, and I wish I could show you some awesome mods and stuff, but I'll just show you what I got. Nothing too awesome. Okay, so pretty fantastic for a 1C4 raid here. I got a mini VSS Scar 30 chevrons plus all of this, another 12 chevrons, M16, 5 Glocks, Python, 2 machetes, 2 saw blades, some SWAT armor, 2 engine parts, meat, 6 red tickets, and a hammer, which hammer seems so lame, and yet I need them. So in addition to that, I also got 33 gas. So this is a phenomenal raid. A lot of my raids have been way better lately. I don't know if it's any result of overindulging these guys, but I keep doing it and it seems to keep helping. So it's just a theory. I can't say for sure if that's what's going on. Maybe they just made some changes in the last couple little updates, but I'm going to put this stuff away and I'll be right back. Okay, and here we are. Let's see what you think. So apparently you don't think that was an awesome raid, because I disagree. 15 bauxite, maybe even less. And I don't think I've ever tried out plastic with these guys. What do you think of plastic? Plastic is a joke? Yeah. Less than bauxite. All right, there you go. Hopefully that nets me another awesome raid like that. Pine planks, iron bar, nails. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. Will I have the dealer quest? Any day. There you are. No dealer. So I got fourth floor. Fourth floor, yay! Oh, I hate doing this one. So these two are so awesome together. Fourth floor. I do not like doing fourth floor. It's a major waste of weapons the way I do it, at least. I know some people are way more efficient than me. As far as mods go, and just about everything else, things you don't really think about, I don't know what the deal is with this. I'm just going to give you my theory. But you know, when you're keeping your dogs hungry all the time, trying to conserve your meat, which I do now very regularly, so I've very belatedly figured that out. I kind of wonder like what that affects things. Like, does that affect what kind of raid you might get? You know, it affects certain factors, and who knows what it actually does. I was kind of mainly curious about that with here. Like, let's say I throw in a full quality gun right here. Will that possibly affect the chances of me getting stuff? I don't really know. Lately, when I do throw in something, I put it in, and I never know, does it affect it when you put it in? Does it affect it when it cashes out? It probably is when it cashes out. When you get your rewards, it's probably when you're going to get any potential benefits. So that's just something to keep in mind, is you might need to feed your dogs to get the best results, but that's totally a theory of mine. I'm not sure. I'm starting to do that. I'm starting to make sure my dogs are fed before I put in like a full quality gun, just to make sure I get the best possible results. I also did that right before I got my raid, just to make sure that if it did have some effect, I would get it. So yeah, as far as mods, I just did the farm, and I saw this saw blade mace mod in there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get one of the other important parts of it. And no, it's the Diablo again. So I already got that on my very first farm, which, you know, was one of the best mods you could get. And I'm so happy I got it. Sucks I got it again, but at least I can take that down and trade in at the bunker. And I'm pretty geared up with the gun parts. A little low on lenses, but I don't think I've really gotten a ton of new mods to really show off. Nothing. Really just machete, I didn't get anything. So this is like the only one I think I got, like right here. I got the tactical butcher knife, which is this in conjunction with the handle, makes a pretty decent weapon out of that cleaver. So I'm looking forward to getting that handle. I never used cleavers just because they aren't very good unless that's kind of a wall tricking weapon as far as I know, and I've never really been too into wall tricking. So when I get that, I might start trying to learn how to do it better. I've got my firearms up to 40 finally. I'm hoping at 41 I get one more percentage for my blueprints. That's kind of what I suspect. And I'm still chugging away on melee weapons. It takes forever. It seems like 10 minutes per weapon would go fast, but it doesn't. It's just hard to it's hard to, like, you know, keep throwing stuff in there every 10 minutes. So and anything else I can show off here? I don't think so. I think that's going to be it. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. The other thing is my summer is finally over. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start trying to get my skulls back up. I got my threat meter here. I'm going to try to bust my butt this week and get back up to 4 skulls so I can get back into the swing of things, because it's been a long summer of not being able to raid very often. So this one here I can totally do tomorrow if I can find the time, and I'm going to try my hardest to get back into this thing. So hopefully you'll start seeing some more raiding videos from me, and I still have plans of doing some other stuff with some Last Day on Earth videos, so we'll see how that goes. Till then, I will see you guys later. All right, later.